Live from the banks of the Ohio, we welcome you to Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds. First pitch of a great pitcher's duel is coming up next. Matt Latos gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's got over 200 innings, which tells me he's thrown deep into a lot of ball games. Looking to do the same here in this one.
Freddie Santiago makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For the Cubs, center fielder, number 27.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Eric, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
But they are in for a tough test here this afternoon as they are.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
Yeah, not really too many reasons why you'd ever intentionally want to hit the leadoff batter in a ball game. Well, let's see how they decide to play it from here.
Jesse Padilla will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. Latos sets. First pitch on its way. Out of play off to the right. Here comes the 0-1. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's around the plate and he's getting guys to go after it, it's doing its job. But if he starts to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy take.
Here it comes on 1-1. Oh, that one got the pitcher. No chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Tyler Colvin will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss.
Well, yesterday he just didn't look like himself, but he's been good lately. He's had 7 RBIs over his last 10 games.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
And you know, all you have to do is point back to yesterday's ball game. This was part of their downfall, hitting with runners in scoring position. They just couldn't sustain any kind of offense. So this would be a big boost if he could turn the tide a little bit here and come through big.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Well, Matt, Woody calls a good game more often than not. Although he has been known to get a little flack from time to time about his consistency, especially on the corners of the strike zone. We'll see if that comes into play.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. I'll tell you, he's already hit one guy. He is not afraid to work inside.
No, and as much as I hate to say it, pitchers have just as much right to the inside part of the plate as you do.
Hot shot down the line. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. First and second here with nobody out. Oh, he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he's set down, 1 away. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. He drove in over 25 runs last month. Sure, some of that credit belongs to his teammates getting on base ahead of him, but he's been stepping up big in clutch situations.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. And since we were referring to the NL RBI leaders a moment ago, there they are on your screen. Runners are at first and second with one away. Called strike 0-2.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's going to give this guy anything he can pull.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Yeah, and you got to figure if he's going to jump the yard here, it's going to have to be to left field, because I don't think they're going to give him anything inside that he can pull.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air.
Wow, just a jam sandwich right there, and all he's holding is about half of his bat. Those look like the kind of bats I used to swing with.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defense for the Cincinnati Reds. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, when you talk about a position that requires arm strength, right field is one of those. This man, he has arm strength to die for. He could throw it from the wall. He could probably throw it from the darn stands. I hope he gets a chance to show it off in this one.
David Torres will stand in here. Currently 6th in the National League in RBIs, but with a good chance to pad that total here.
And you know, he had a strong last month in that category as he drove in over 20 runs.
Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
And in a spot like this, first and second with 2 away, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very hard for you to score runs off him.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. 2 down, runners at first and second. Hold the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. Mesoraco recovers. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. It's the Cubs 0 with the Reds coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Chet Steadman gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he comes into this ball game having already eclipsed the 300 strikeout plateau. He's been absolutely dominant this year. We'll see if he can add to that total here in this one.
Matt Carpenter comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading up for the Reds, third baseman, Matt Carpenter.
Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. EK, one of your old ball clubs, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. Despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape, winners in 7 of their last 10.
And the month of June is really where you begin to weed out the contenders from the pretenders. And with summer right around the corner, these guys are really starting to play some of their best baseball of the year.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Chopped in front of home plate. James scoops it up, and he's retired here, 1 away. Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, Matty, I love what Alex Gordon does for this offense. He's having a really nice season with the bat, sporting a slugging percentage over 500, so there's a good chance he'll have some sort of impact offensively in this one.
Set to get his day started, Alex Gordon, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. He dives, but he can't pull it in, and it's down the line into right.
You can see him just basically jumping at that first pitch. He pulls it into right field for a solid base hit.
In is Joey Votto now. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Santiago is there as he had to travel a ways, but he makes the catch deep in the alley for the second out. And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs' alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, Anthony Rizzo is really the centerpiece for this Cubs ball club. Offensively, we know what he does. Defensively, he really holds this infield together. Very fluid over at first base, good soft hands, and has a good throwing arm as well.
He's set. Here it comes. Jay Bruce is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
You know a guy throws hard when his changeup's at 89.
A runner on first with 2 away. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Here's the 0-2. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Reds leave 1 after 1. No score. Travis James will stand in now. 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday.
Well, guys, he's really been scuffling lately, hitting under 250 over his last 10 games. So he's going to be looking to turn this thing around sometime soon.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Latos into his motion. 0-1 pitch on its way. And he misses with it. 1-1. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field. And this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A solo shot here to left. Number 17 for him on the season. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
And about the only silver lining to this one from a defensive standpoint is the fact that it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. So you can survive it when this guy's hitting just solo shots. It's when he's doing his damage with 2 or 3 guys on base that things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
Stepping in now, Eric Robeson. A swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. No outs, nobody on. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. 1-2. Here it comes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
And if he wants to turn things around, that's a pitch that he's going to need to start locating better.
Bases are empty here, nobody out. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, when you have a guy 2-2, you can throw something out of the zone, try and get him to chase, but when it's that far below the strike zone, it becomes a lot easier to lay off.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy up, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Into the box now, Alex Rodriguez. As he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball one. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 9 homers, 53 RBIs. And he can't get A-Rod to bite on it. It's 2-0. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
And this is just a guy that's going to be happy to take a walk, so I'm a little bit surprised that they haven't challenged him a little bit more from the mound.
And that's going to be ball 4 to A-Rod, and with a base open, you can't fault the thinking much there.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Chet Steadman.
Chet Steadman steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's not a sight you want to see this early as a starting pitcher. 40 pitches already.
Set to deal on 2-2. And this misses now as Latos runs the count full to 3-2. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And Bruce has got this one 2 away now.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
Freddie Santiago will try it again. Remember, he was hit by a pitch as the first batter of the ball game.
That's a rough way to start off your ball game, but at least you get on base.
First delivery to him on the way.
Yeah.
And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
The 0-1 on its way. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bruce is calling for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Brandon Phillips will dig in now. 1 home run shy of 20 for the season so far.
Brandon Phillips.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Yeah, he started to go up the ladder there, but then he realized in time that he wasn't going to get there.
That evens it up 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Up the middle and off his leg. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Striding into the box, Jason Jordan. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Fastball called strike. 1-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
And that's back-to-back hits now to start things out in their half of the second. They're in good shape to get on the board here and tie up the ball game.
Billy Hamilton will get his first chance at it now. Didn't factor much into the win yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the ball game.
Well, when you have a rough day at the plate, it's all about letting it go. You can't dwell on it for too long.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Ripped on the ground to first. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Another base hit right there. Their third hit in a row, and now the bases are loaded here with still nobody out.
So striding in, Devin Mesoraco, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch of the at-bat. And the first pitch misses high here, perhaps trying to get him to pot something up. It's 1-0.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Gets a small piece near the plate. The tag, and he is out at the plate. Matt Latos leans in to do some early damage with the bases loaded. Both the tying and go-ahead runs stand aboard.
Yeah, and a ball deep in a gap right here could bring them all home. So it will be interesting to see if the defense plays just a little bit deeper just to prevent that from happening.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
1-1, here it is. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
And this has been one of this guy's hallmarks all year long. When he gets into a little bit of hot water, he never loses his cool. And it's why he's on that short list of Cy Young candidates this year, and he comes in with a big strikeout right there.
Here's Matt Carpenter, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2.
Oh, it'd be a big letdown if they get nothing out of this. But they're a strike away from that coming true.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Tried to throw the fastball by him, but it's high, 1-2.
Good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
Squared that one up just a little late. The 1-2 pitch. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full, 3-2.
Now, you can't think corner or perfect pitch here on the mound. This has got to be somewhere near the middle, and you just got to hope you get lucky.
Big pitch early, the 3-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. James is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. 3 left for Cincinnati. They trail this one 1-0. Welcome back to Cincinnati for Major League Baseball on the show from Great American Ballpark. Jesse Padilla is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Latos has his target. Here's the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Not close. It's 2-0. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
You figure he should get something good to hit here. They don't want to walk him and put him on for the heart of the order.
And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk.
Definitely not a guy you wanted to lose there. Now, you got something else to worry about besides your command.
Settling in now, Tyler Coleman. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
And look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there.
Boy, a walk and then nearly a hit by pitch there. He's having himself a few problems out there.
One-0 count. Here it is. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front. A ball and a strike. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Sometimes you just let a guy work his own way into trouble and then take advantage.
A runner at first with no outs here. Hit down the line at first. Oh, and forget the double play. It's under his glove. And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still nobody out.
First baseman number 44,
Anthony Rizzo is into the box for his second at-bat. He popped out into foul territory his first time up.
You know, and I think that pop-up right there is just a result of poor pitch selection. He chased a bad pitch, and as a result, he didn't really put a good swing on it.
In tied at 93, ball one. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here with two guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Runners are at first and third with none out. Two and one after the foul ball there. Two-one, here it is. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Too high, ball three. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
In now, David Torres. And this one is past him, and that could be a run. And it is a run.
Well, so much for needing a fly ball to drive that guy in. This is even easier. Once this ball kicks off his glove, he can go ahead and just walk home.
One out and a runner on second base. Hit the other way out toward right field. Bruce has a beat on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
And, you know, he's kind of going through a stretch right now where the ball just isn't jumping off his bat. He's got a good pitch to hit right here. Looked like he put a good swing on it, but it just didn't go anywhere.
Travis James stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. The throw home, and he will beat the tag from Mesoraco, safe at the plate. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Eric Robeson steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Pitch out.
Ball.
Nothing doing.
Playing 11.
Two out with the man at first. A little bit outside. 2-1.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
Here it is on 3-1. And the count will be full. A runner on first with 2 away. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and hit deep to left center. Gordon going back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And the run will score all the way from first. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Well, he gives this ball a pretty good ride. No shot to get this one, as it's going to wind up hitting on the track and one hop in the wall out there. He's going to wind up pulling into second with an RBI double.
And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Standing in now, Alex Rodriguez, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one.
Feels like he's kind of relied a little too much on that fastball.
And it's gotten him into trouble. I think guys have just gone up there looking for it, and usually they wind up getting it.
And the runner's breaking for third. Pitch is high. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
And let's just train our camera on that runner leading off from second. He's watching that pitcher like a hawk. So once he sees that he's not paying attention to him, he just takes off. And the head-first slide gets him into third just ahead of the throw.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. No, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
Chopped foul right at home plate. On his way to pitch number 75. Strike 3, and that'll put an end to a big inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Cubs lead it 4-0. Alex Gordon digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. And he falls behind 0-2. And another foul ball. And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
And that misses 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Good battle. Count remains full. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. Seems like he's gotten away with more than a few location mistakes so far.
Yeah, and that's not going to last forever, especially in this place.
Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this one misses to Votto as he'll reach. It's ball 4.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Jay Bruce is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
First pitch on its way. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one.
And after a walk, I think there's a little anger behind that fastball.
And he takes this one high, 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. A two-run homer for Jay Bruce. Home run number 37 on the year, and the Reds get a touch closer here. It's now a 4-2 score.
Well, this guy's been a real pain in the backside so far in this series. And this is his second home run here in 3 days, so he is really seeing the ball well now.
Here's Brandon Phillips.
Number 4, Brandon Phillips.
As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike one. One out, nobody on. And this one misses to Phillips. It's a ball and a strike. Smoked on the ground, left side. A dive, he's got it. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
I think you have to tip your cap to the effort we're seeing out there. Getting this ball before it gets through into left field, but about the only way you're going to throw a guy out from there is if the hitter actually trips getting out of the batter's box, and he'll beat this out easily.
Into the box, Jason Jordan, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on.
One strike.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
And giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with that release point. He's all over the place.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Runner at first here, one man out. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
The batter, number 6, center fielder, Billy
Into the box,
Hamilton.
Billy Hamilton. He reached on a single in his first try.
And everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
First things first, here's a throw over, and he'll get back in safely. from the stretch. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Throw over to first, and the runner will get back standing.
Just checking.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And you wonder if he's feeling just a little bit distracted having that base stealer over there at first base. Sometimes just the threat of a steal can really mess with your head out there.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And it's full now, 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. But the Reds do push across a couple on this 2-run home run. We played 3 full. It's now 4-2. Chet Steadman is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Latos gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
And this is a really important inning for him right here. Your guys go out there and get you a couple runs. You want to throw up a 0, come back in, and see if they can't get you some more.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Well, always nice to have the pitcher leading off an inning, and here he retires him to start the 4th.
Freddie Santiago will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Another 2-0 count here to begin an at-bat.
Once or twice is a pattern. More than that is a trend, and he's just not going to have much success if he keeps falling behind.
And this is poured in at the letters. 2-1 now. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
This one's flared toward left center. Gordon comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2.
And here's a guy that needed a quick inning after giving up 3 runs the last time around. He's got the first 2 outs here. He's looking a lot more determined out there now.
Now in the box, Jesse Padilla, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. 4 runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Gordon ranging back. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. But they still lead this one 4-2. Devin Mesoraco is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
And he's tracking that all the way across the plate, but that had too much sweep to it for him to think of swinging.
Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0.
2 balls, no strike.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, he got his 2-0 fastball, but it wasn't in that one place, one spot that we always talk about. So that was a good idea to let that one go and wait for something else.
Hard hit ball to second. And reined in, 1 away.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Maybe even a half heartbeat, considering how fast his heart is beating right now. But he's on it all the way, and he winds up making the play.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Latos. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And that was a huge strikeout at the time because there were 2 runners in scoring position. And it's never fun to walk back to the dugout knowing that you left RBIs on the table.
Tap fouled at home plate. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Well, when you have the kind of fastball he does, you almost don't have to worry about location. I mean, that thing's tough to hit wherever you put it.
Here's Matt Carpenter. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Boy, and he's turned things around from that last inning as this pitch is swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Reds are down in order, still down by a count of 4-2. Tyler Coleman heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Latos is ready. Here it comes. too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball one.
Well, this start's been a real bear for him so far. You see the pitch count here to start the fifth. That has to be a concern.
And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Grounded back up the middle. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first two plate appearances. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
1-1.
Four 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. Sharply hit ball back up the middle. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
And you know, as a hitter, you're seeing the ball so well when you can take a pitch like that and square it up and just hammer it right back up the middle.
Into the box now, David Torres, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
I don't think it's at all surprising about where these 3 pitches are going to be located. As we check them out here on Show Track, you're going to see all 3 pitches right down around the knees or lower. Now, they didn't get the ground ball that they were looking for, but guess what? Consolation prize, you get the strikeout.
In now, Travis James, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Yeah, he seems to be pitching him a little cautiously here. Maybe it's because he's 2 for 2 against him so far, but I think this is a guy you still need to come right after.
3-0 now. And here in just the 5th inning, this will be pitch number 100 here. Both teams with 6 hits so far. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Here's the 3-1. 3-2 now.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
Four runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. High pop-up. Votto is there for it. And that's the 3rd out. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 4 and the Reds 2. Alex Gordon will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. And a good-looking swing there from Gordon, but he can't come up with it, and it's 0-2 now.
Straight smoke right there. Both pitches in the upper 90s.
And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
That's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1-2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
In is Joey Votto now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. And with the tying run in the on-deck circle, the question, does he take a look at another one here?
He just might. You're still going to see a good pitch on 3-2, even if this one's a strike.
A good pass of that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
So a runner at first with 1 out now. And stepping in, the dangerous left-handed hitter, Jay Bruce. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
Runners on first with 1 down. Ah. 1-0 pitch is a splitter in there, 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 1-2.
I think that's been his best pitch so far in this game. Guys just haven't been all that close to it.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Well, this is a fastball away right here. You're going to see him get just a little bit too pull happy trying to tie this thing up, and it's not going to work.
Here's Brandon Phillips. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. But it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike one.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
1 strike.
2 out with the man at first. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for Cincinnati. They trail it here 4-2. Alfredo Simon will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
31, Alfredo Simon.
Eric Robeson will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the 6th. Looks like the Reds are going to have some stirring in the bullpen as the lefties begun to heat up down there. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
That's his strength. He wants to try and come in and jam you, so you've got to be ready to try and turn on something.
And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
Well, it seems to me like you've at least got to make him go after something there. I mean, the bat never left his shoulder. And that's making it way too easy for a guy leading off the inning.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring the dangerous Alex Rodriguez to the plate. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back. Simon pauses. First pitch on the way. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count. 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard to the right side. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
This is what you call an ambush swing right here. You're hitting in the back of the order. You're looking dead red early in the count. Kind of just hoping the pitcher might relax and forget about you for a minute. Then you get that fastball middle in, and you jump all over it.
Stepping in now, Chet Steadman, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
And there's ball 1. Did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. This is hit high in the air and pretty deep down the left field line. Gordon ranges deep into the corner to make the catch for the first down.
Center fielder number 27, Freddie Santiago.
Freddie Santiago will stand in now. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch so far. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Bruce is there, 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Jesse Padilla.
Jesse Padilla strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. That's popped up out towards short right field. Phillips is there for it. And that retires the side. Cubs strand a couple as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Leading off the inning, Jason Jordan, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
You can't underestimate how important a start this is when your team's on a losing streak. He has been phenomenal. And it's all thanks to him that they've got a good shot at ending this thing.
Billy Hamilton will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. And the only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
And, oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Swing and a miss on the splitter, and it's 1-2.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA.
Well, it's just business as usual for him, Matt. He leads the National League in that category. So far this year, nobody's had an answer for his stuff. He's been dominant. Not only that, but the defense behind him has been rock solid as well.
Devin Mesoraco is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
2 out, nobody on. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Now here's a swing and a high pop-up drifting into shallow right field. Robeson has got it, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. Still down by a count of 4-2. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front, and before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Manny Parra is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 43, Manny Parra. Now playing center field and batting in the 9th spot.
Digging in, Tyler Coleman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0.
No strike.
Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Ready on 1-2. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
So nice to have a left-handed weapon like this in your bullpen. And he gets the leadoff man here for an important first out.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. All even now, 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. One out, nobody on. Right side and right into the shift. Backhanded. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 20, David Torres.
David Torres stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Fastball in there for a called strike.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. Boy, late on the curveball here, yet he's still able to drive this one deep down the right field line. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Cubs are down in order, but they still lead this one 4-2. Kevin Pritchett will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Kevin Pritchett.
Jason Bourgeois will come on, and as he's newly entered into the ball game, he'll get his first plate appearance now here in inning number 7. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
That's inside. 2-0. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. And the pitch on 2-1. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. This is in the air to right. Torres is under it, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
There you see the numbers from his last appearance, and they are not too good. He gave up a run, and he took the loss in relief. He's going to look to bounce back right here.
Matt Carpenter will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit hard to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the 2nd out.
Well, in most cases, once he kicks this thing, it's going to be a sure error. But luckily for him, he's got a diesel tanker headed down the first baseline. So he's able to gather this thing up and still get the out at first.
Alex Gordon ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Weak roller right side. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Reds are down in order. They trail it here 4-2. Travis James will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Here's the first pitch to him. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. They'll ride the hot hand on the mound as this man will stay out there after the 1-2-3 inning last time around.
And the more important set of numbers is that he got that 1-2-3 against the guys hitting in the middle of the lineup 3, 4, and 5. So now as a reward, he'll get to match up with the bottom portion of the lineup here.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now. Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. Full count. Here it comes. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Batter number 8, second baseman,
Eric Robeson steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Too tight with that one. 3-0. He's set. Here's the 3-0. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
And once he got to 2-0, I think he started peeking over at that on-deck circle because it was pretty clear that he didn't want any part of this guy.
Jonathan Broxton is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Jonathan Broxton.
Alex Rodriguez, the third baseman, will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. Broxton sets. Here's the first pitch. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. None out, runners at first and second. Now the double steal is on here. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Gordon is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Yeah, that's just a good pitch right there. That's a two-seam fastball working its way back inside, and he's probably fortunate he didn't break his bat. He winds up getting this one right down there on the label, and he's retired.
Jacob Anderson will get to call the pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only one out in the inning. And here is strike one call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1.
Now, he might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get one at-bat and it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
Swing and a liner. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. In to score is the runner from first. It's now 6-2.
And that's what those stat nerds call a high leverage at bat. I don't know what that means, but whatever you want to call it, he comes through in a big way to push a 2-run lead, now up to 4.
Digging in, Freddie Santiago. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he'll start him with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. One and one, here it comes. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. There's a shot to right field. That's falling for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
And you know, once you see this ball get down in right center, I was thinking this is a run easy. But that's a nice play to get to it quickly and fire it back in, and that'll wind up forcing that runner to hold on at third base.
Into the box, Jesse Padilla, as he'll swing at the first pitch and send one on the ground to first. The second for one.
He nearly got that double play. He needed to get himself out of the inning. But you see the good hard slide here at second base, and the return throw just a little too late. So that'll be scored a fielder's choice and an RBI.
Here's a look over to first. A dive, but he's back. Into the box now, Tyler Coleman, as he'll take a look at ball 1. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there, or he'll take advantage.
Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
I think he's letting this situation get the better of him out there. But you have to have a short memory if you're a relief pitcher. You can't dwell on what just happened.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
3 runs already home here. Now a move over to first, and the runner back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
And I'll tell you, this is an inning that you really don't want to continue any further. So this next pitch really needs to be a strike.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Bruce. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. No errors, and a runner left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubs 7 and the Reds 2. Kenji Donald is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Kenji Donald.
Joey Votto, who get the first chance here in the inning for the Reds. After him comes Jay Bruce.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Here it comes, 1-0. 1-0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed, 1-1. In there, 1-2 now.
1-2.
And this is swung on and missed by Votto, and he's retired for the first out.
You saw the numbers when he came in a minute ago. He is yet to give up an earned run this year, so you can't ask for a whole lot more than that from one of the keys to your bullpen.
Jay Bruce is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the 3rd inning. Here comes the first pitch. Sinker to open the AB, in there for strike 1. Called strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Here it comes on 0-2. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
Playing 12. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hard hit towards center. But this will hang up just a bit as it's taken in chest high for a tough second out.
Wow, tough play.
This little 4-game run they've been on, it's been a good one. But unless things change in a hurry, it's looking like that win streak's going to end right here.
Brandon Phillips will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
He's set, and the pitch. Taken high and deep to right. Torres ranging back, still going back. but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he is into second base with a double, his third hit this afternoon.
Man, I'll tell you, it seems like all game long he's been on every pitch that he's seen. This one's no exception, and it might be his best swing so far. This just about gets out of here, and he'll wind up at second with a double off the wall.
Jason Jordan will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the two-out double. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Spencer Coburn will come on now to start the ninth inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the ninth. Anthony Rizzo will step in, a ground-out victim his last time.
Number 2, Zach Kozar.
Into the seats, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. The throw into second. And he'll begin this ninth inning with a double.
Now batting.
Pretty fortunate he was able to keep this ball fair. This is pretty close down the line. You see it winding up, one hopping the wall down there, and that allows him to cruise into second with two bases.
In now, David Torres, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one.
No strike.
Fastball just a bit low here. He's behind 2-0 now. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him two shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase, and after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
Good sharp slider there, and he couldn't catch up to it. 2-1 now.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
And a curveball drops in on 2-1. 2-2 now. You go back to the curveball here?
I'd stay away. I'd go curveball or even slider, but I got to get it out over the plate. My job as a pitcher, expand the zone. Make the hitter swing at pitches that are off the plate.
Still 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Cozart has it. And he's retired, one away.
Well, we talk about it a lot. Ideally, this should be to the right side of the infield. Maybe you give him a break because he's such a good hitter and he is a run producer, but I'll bet if you ask him, he'll wish he had a different approach in that at-bat.
Standing in now, Travis James, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Runner at second here with one man out. To 2-2 now. In the dirt here. Throw goes to third, and they will get him on the recovery down at third. So you can forget the wild pitch. It's a 2-5 putout, and now there are two gone. Line to the right side. So he'll add one to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Well, I think this was a little bit of a gamble from my perspective. I had a feeling that he'd take a big turn around first and then hold on, but he was having none of that. He's smelling 2 all the way, and he's going to make it there with a hustle double.
Into the box, Eric Robeson, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And it's quickly 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. One left for the Cubs. They're on top 7-2. Striding in to start the ninth, Zach Kozar, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In there at the knees, strike one. The 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Pitch on the way. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Santiago going back on it, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
Well, I'll tell you, as a hitter, and you know this, EK, when you get one, they just feel different. They sound different off your bat. And he got this one. Watch it. Arms extended, right arm tucked up against his body, barrel of the bat all over the ball. Hits this one right off the wall in left center field. And to be honest, I'm not too sure how this one didn't wind up about 10 rows deep.
The catcher, Devin Mesoraco, stands in as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. No one out with a runner at second. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And 2, here it comes. Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Lofted in the air out to right field. Torres on the move. Uh-oh, he whiffs on it. Oh, and he misses the stop sign there as he heads for the plate. And he is safe at the plate, and that'll cut it to a 7-3 ball game now.
Oh, this one really hurts. You don't mind seeing this quite as much with the bases empty, but this one's going to cost him a run.
Bourgeois.
Jason Bourgeois is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. A pause and the 0-2. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Throw on to first, in time, one away.
I'm not sure either guy really likes this play. Pitchers hate getting those one-hop rocket shots back at him, but hitters hate them too because, hey, that's a knock if it gets by.
Here's Matt Carpenter. And this one's in the dirt, but fortunately here, no advance. One out and a runner on second base. In for a strike, it's 1-1. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Hit to short. Played on the backhand. On to first, and now the Reds are down to their final out here.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Alex Gordon makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the ninth inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one.
You can't worry at all about that runner at second. I mean, his run means nothing. Just go right at the guy at the plate.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. 2-0. Runner in scoring position at second with two down. Lays off, and it's 3-0. Joey Votto would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And he mistimes that swing, and it's 3-1 now. And that misses, ball four, so it's first and second now with two out.
Hey, that's a great job to work out the walk there. That's one thing managers like to see. You got to die hard at the plate, even down to your final out. You never know in this game.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Rich Hill will get a late call now as he'll try to get the final out of the ball game here and pick up the save.
Number 55, Rich Hill. Now playing second base and batting in the ninth spot. Number 48, Mike Dickinson.
Joey Votto will stand in now, and hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
And this is low, ball one.
1 ball, no strike.
And he misses again, 2-0.
Well, you got the matchup you wanted, but that's not going to amount to much if he can't throw strikes.
Two 2-0 pitch on the way. 2-0 is a fastball, not close. He's behind 3-0 now. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but it's still a long road back from here.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And there's a swing and a miss, so the Reds are down to their final strike. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Well, he winds up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't quite squeeze in the triple, but that's all right. He definitely did enough to earn himself the hardware.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 7-3. So long from Cincy.